I remember in the very first 8 Valkyries in the mix as well. We're starting with some Super Barbarians out in front of that Siege Barracks. Queen with a skeleton spell so that the Ricochet Cannon doesn't skip onto the King and try to help keep as much health as possible.
Yeah, this is a very similar approach to what we seen Tryhard use in the first matchup versus Stamina yesterday. He did get the 3-star with 1 minute and 39 seconds. Given that Synchronic had 2 perfect wars, Millesime have to be thinking time could be an issue here. So sending those Root Riders right into the core. Valkyrie's moving there as well, overgrowthing the Town Hall to make sure he can eliminate DPS in this area.
Yeah, as he continues through, remember he does have 1 more overgrowth to utilize, probably on the Town Hall again, as he's gonna wrap all the way back around, but they are kind of splitting off. Does find a Tornado Trap, needs to get into that Eagle Artillery, so he invests that rage to take it down quick, as there are Velks from the left side that did come out of the Siege Barracks, and there is now the second overgrowth onto the Town Hall and hitting that Monolith.
Yeah, just popping the Royal Champion ability there to have the Hog Riders racing ahead, protecting the Royal Champion as well, as she is throwing that spear from a distance to pick off these defenses. Not a lot to reinforce now, and he does have to get back to the Town Hall, Carbon, through these other defenses!
It does! That Queen is low health! This can't be still up here! No way! The Queen, though! Super Barbarians out in front. That Town Hall is staying in the core. We have the Monolith. Got a rage up onto the Queen. No way is it going to be a 1-star potentially to start it off in the semifinals.
There's no way he can get through that Monolith to the Town Hall. The King has the Phoenix. He's chipping away, but he will go down before the Town Hall. It is a 1-star. And Synchronic Gaming now can sit back. They don't have...
And still win this. Onto that Queen.
Did they... they are very confident in this Titan attack. Were they going to come in with something different? Maybe they see the bases presumably work for it, and now they've quickly just gone with this Titan attack since they're so far in the lead, so they can keep their secrets until the final. I mean, it's not like you can build against them at this point, just moving traps around, but either way, we have a strong start here trying to set up the pathing either side for his Electro Titans and King to jump right into the center.
And we got archers coming out of this clan castle slowly but surely, as Ice Golems are also going to come through. But remember, these Electro Titans will make easy work of them as they go right into the core of this base. No poison spell since you have the Electro Titan assistance. Continuing right on into the middle. The Town Hall's off to the left. The Queen, she's making her way over there. Does still have her ability, but only 1 wall breaker. And okay, the King's Earthquake Boots opens up all the way to that Town Hall.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look. I think there is only 1 Electro Titan left alive, but like you said, the King and the Earthquake Boots in combination with the Spiky Ball is so powerful in the center of the base. Town Hall goes down. He's already locked up that 2-star, and with hero abilities and spells, it's looking good towards the back end of the base here as well.
And that Yak that was on the Grand Warden was a perfect use, opening up walls. The Yak making a huge comeback now as a pet here at Town Hall 16, because it's able to bust through these walls to allow troops like an Electro Titan, Super Barbarians, or even that Druid's Bear to continue through the backside. He's got an extra invis, and it's gonna be a 3-star here for Simon to start it off for Synchronic.
Super fast as well. What a commanding position this puts Synchronic Gaming in. It support them, cheer them on. Successful. One of them just slipping up this time, changing to the Root Riders and Valkyries, which we did just see from Tryhard. 2 overgrowths, which tends to be a good thing. Let's see whether he can use them effectively in this attack, though.
But will Synchronic's bases really stop an attack like this? We saw it from the very first one of Millesime, as he now sending the Root Riders straight to the top side into the clan castle. We'll have to deal with Headhunters, Ice Golems as well coming out. The Royal Champion already being deployed as well in the mix to the top side, as the King and Queen are making their way together into the Ricochet Cannon as the Earthquake Boots opens up that area.
Yeah, trying to use the rage there as well, just to help out. Queen is getting pulled up to the top, though, by those Root Riders. Now she will step down with the support of the Valkyries to try and take out this scatter shot, which helps his Root Riders massively sticking down the left side of the base, and he can continue to overgrowth that Town Hall area.
And with the Royal Champion able to help take out the Miles, the Queen helps a little bit. Does have 1 overgrowth yet to use, probably on the potentially Town Hall yet again, but you remember, that means you're going to be saving that Town Hall for the end, or is he going to now use the... Oh, okay, yes, he does indeed overgrowth the Town Hall. I thought the Queen was just there, maybe pop her ability to clip that.
Yeah, I think that would have been a situation where you could see the nerves were getting to him as well, just to try and lock up that Town Hall. Queen has used her ability alongside the Royal Champion. We are in a bit of a tricky situation here, though, that the cloned Archer Queens are right in the center of that damage.
Yeah.
Archer Queen herself walking around the other side of the base and now waiting for that overgrowth to wear off.
And with that rage and double freeze, the Queens are working onto the Town Hall. We have the Root Riders coming back. Royal Champion is there. Town Hall goes down, and Nachoa delivers a 3-star. I don't think the qualifiers, he was always...
We would not see this strategy again, but maybe it is just that they had that huge defense at the start. It's something that, if you're watching at home, definitely a strategy you want to take note of, because it works very effectively, as you can see, setting up the funnel either side, trying to get your Electro Titans and the King diving straight through the center of the base.
And they're continuing with their strategy, not straying away from it. And the big thing I'm seeing is that, yeah, not on the King, but it's on the Warden, right? So the King, when he dies, he will come back to life and help get more value, as the Queen's going to continue her way to the bottom side. Royal Champion already being deployed, and I love the Skeleton spell on the front to really try to distract that Ricochet cannon, especially that Spear Fox won't get hit by it.
Yes, you can see the nice pathing getting set up here. We've got the Royal Champion on the left-hand side with the support of the Super Minions now. We did have the Hog Riders, but they went down very quick to the left area. Queen on the right, whereas we have the King and the Electro Titans pushing through the middle. Struggling a little bit on the flanks here, though, Carbon.
Yeah, with that jump, giving him access to the Monolith on the backside. A Tesla Farm did pop up over there. Continuing his way through, the Queen ability was now just Force. He has no hero abilities left, as he's got to get through this Tesla Farm. Probably going to be a bunch of different traps, but the Electro Titan making easy work of any ground skeletons popping up in this area. Even more Giant Bombs popping here. The Queen's continue her way on the outside. Biggest threat is the multi-Archer Tower, but he has one Invis spell left to use.
Yeah, no wall breaker to get the Archer Queen in there, so he's hoping that that Warden can keep picking things off. The cloned Queens are disappearing. When does he decide to use this invisibility spell? Little bit of a slip here from Synchronic. Let's find out what he does, but it's going to be very tricky at this stage. Maybe he can wait until the Queen gets a little bit closer.
Oh, he had to use that invis there, because otherwise the Queen was going to lose too much HP. But he's got to get through this air defense to take that down, because the healers are going down. The Queen getting hit by the ground egg spell, and the Teslas will join together and take her down. And unfortunately, Max did fall short.
But it really is opting for the Super Barbarians on this one. No Fireball though, so a bit of a Warden walk and just trying to set up pathing. Very intrigued by the use of that one Electro Dragon. I always like to see pathing set up, maybe the sniping of a defense by those singular Electro Dragons.
So there's something to notice is if you take a look at the scoreboard on the right side, you still notice Synchronic Gaming still has the advantage in percentage. So if it comes down to a tie on stars, you have to keep your eye on that, as Max does deploy the Rage with this E-Dragon. Getting some skips through the storage, but does not go for that multi-target Inferno. Does path off to the left side a little bit. The Warden will now step up into the scatter and potentially the Royal Champion, but time is always an issue when you're doing a long Warden walk.
Yes, we seen that yesterday as well, didn't we? Whereby sometimes the teams would try and have traps in an area so that they could delay the Warden walk. If you can slow the attacker down and they have to start the attack due to the 3 minutes, then there's a lot more chance of slip-ups. But so far, he is very calm and collected with this one. Using that Warden walk effectively to the bottom, Flinger on the opposite side, like you said. It's just where he decides to support with the Super Barbarians, because he's trying to use them to support his heroes into the center of the base.
Does he want that Warden to now join in with the heroes? They're off to the left. It looks like he wants this Warden to stay solo on his own to the bottom side, slowly picking off that Royal Champion. Remember, that Clan Castle, it's still waiting there in the core, as the King's ability has gone off. The Queen's ability, as well as the Ice Golems, are coming over. But the Warden is now deciding to go move over to the heroes. He was supposed to stay on his own to the bottom side, and he's now forced to ability.
Yeah, that is definitely not what was intended. You could see from Max's reaction as well. He was not happy with that, having to quickly send in the Super Bobs to the right area of the base to support the Royal Champion. Town Hall is also in a really tricky spot right now. He does have spells to support, but can he punch through to it?
Oh, the Monolith is still up in the core. The Royal Champion does secure the Town Hall for the 2-star, but the Queen needs to go invisible, and he does just that. With one more invisibility spell, the Royal Champion secures the Monolith. That was clutch, but the Queen, though, she goes invisible with that final spell, and there's a lot left to the top side with the Ground Expo, and the RC is now down, which means that this is going to be a defense for Synchronic.
Wow, I mean, look at the traps as well to add salt. Put salt in the wounds. He's trying to support with Super Barbarians. They're getting flung off by spring traps. Queen walks into double giant bombs, uses a couple of balloons, seeking air mines down there. Synchronic, what type of base building is this? Next level stuff. Another defense, and it's all part of developing.
And I talked with Philip, and he told me he was waiting till the moment that he could use E-Dragons, and he saw the opportunity now. Maybe if it was a exactly tied up war, he would have went with the Electro Titans, but he told me he really wanted to find the perfect opportunity to bring this attack strategy. He loves to do it, and let's see him try to send them right through a base. Starts off with that Electro Dragon to the far left side, gets some nice chain value, another one towards the bottom.
Yeah, this is what I always love, because Electro Dragons, it feels like such an easy strategy to do, but the customization you need to get it to work at the highest level is massive. Using those Electro Dragons either side of the funnel, we've got the Flame Flinger on the opposite side of the base. Early Warden ability here, but unfortunately, 2 Seeking Air Mines flew across to the Electro Dragons that weren't inside that.
Yeah, he's now pushing the Electro Dragons towards the board, but wait, only one went in there. Oh, they are all going towards this bottom side of the base, but he still has his Royal Champion. She can help secure the Town Hall if needed, but they're kind of splitting off in different directions, dropping the Skeleton spell to try to distract that Monolith, but his Queen, his King are going up to the top side. That Town Hall is still there, and nothing is going just for it yet.
He really wanted that Expo. He took it with the lightning damage of the Electro Dragon. Like you said, he's got the Royal Champion. He's really just holding on that for the moment to assure that if needed, she can power to the Town Hall. But wait a second, he's able to adapt with the spells, use the Rage and the Freeze, so he can send the Royal Champion to the back end of the base, and that is where experience comes into play.
And uses the spells perfectly. There's the Rocket Spears of the Royal Champion coming right on through, finishing off that Monolith, and gonna be finishing off this base. Philip is happy. You can see them patting his back, taking a deep breath, getting the 3-star with the Electro Dragons. Well done to you, Philip, and that is them. And keep believing. You gotta keep the hope there, because if you lose the hope as a captain, then your clanmates, your teammates, they can feel it, and it's going to affect them. So let's see Kingsman deliver here as he's coming in with Super Barbarians. 2 Druids in the mix as well. But we have that Grand Warden going towards this bottom side, straight into the Eagle Artillery. It's very nice to be able to take that down nice and early, so you don't have to worry about those shots hitting your troops.
Yeah, just keep an eye on the Warden down there, hiding behind the hard mode, which again, we should reiterate, the players are on the increased difficulty level where the equipment is capped. With the Fireball here, that's why you see 2 Earthquake spells. Looking over at the scoreboard as well, 8 to 6. So Kingsman really needs to keep it together here. A great start with the Fireball hitting his desired location, and just slow and steady at the moment.
Yeah, with that Clan Castle going down can help set up the funnel through the core. So remember, you're going to want to set up the funnel to one of the sides, whichever way he decides, as double ground skeletons pops up for this Grand Warden, which is going to slow him down, but that is why he did deploy some archers and that Super Barb to help the Warden out. It looks like he's going off to the right. We got a Yeti to the left, and maybe he wants to pull this Warden off to the left here. Wait a second. Unless he wants to push him all by himself. I mean, this is taking a lot of time through this charge.
It definitely is. Notice the beautiful use of the Rage there. The Warden stepping into a lot of damage. And yeah, it looks like he does want the Warden to move across to the left with his other heroes over to the right, so that they can simultaneously take down areas of the base, especially when you're coming down to not long left in the attack. It's getting tight on time. You definitely need to be splitting up the heroes.
As the King's ability opens up all these walls, the Queen's going to follow right in behind. Does deploy the Rage spell so that the Queen can help take out this Ricochet cannon nice and easy, as the Queen's ability has gone off. Needs to continue into the Town Hall as he does invest that freeze, but the Warden, notice to the left, does just finish off the enemy Queen.
Yeah, perfect. You said double freeze on the Town Hall as well, just making sure the Archer Queen can indeed get that down. She's locked on there with the healers, still has the Royal Champion ability as she is powering through the top area of the base. 42 seconds, I think, is the main factor here because we still have some defenses in the core left to go.
Now we have the Royal Champion and her ability with a Baby Dragon that could potentially be deployed from the bottom side of the base to go into the multi-target Inferno, but we haven't tested for any traps leading all the way there. 25 seconds, he needs to continue his way through, use this poison spell if any ground skeletons potentially pop up. Granted, we've already seen quite a bit as the RC is continuing her way through, working onto the Ricochet Cannon, works through this multi, and Kingsman will be getting the 3-star here for Millesime MG up to try to keep.
Because like we've said, just needs to focus on the 3-star. Don't even consider time right now.
The one thing with one overgrowth that I've seen is it can lead to 1 stars. Just keep that in mind here as that queen is going to path her way into the defensive king with the skeleton spell out in front, with the siege barracks to the bottom, and he's not wasting any time. We've got Velks, we got Root Riders moving into the enemy queen with a rage and an early Warden Eternal Tome.
Yeah, super early due to that damage down there with the Archer Queen, the multi-inferno. We had the poison tower flinging across. We've got the pathing direct into the core now, trying to just poison those CC troops, and we should be seeing the overgrowth, I would assume, on top of that town hall. There it is, catching the multi as well, so that they can move around it, take down the monolith, and come back to the town hall at the end.
Yeah, with that monolith going down, that's going to be really clutch, so that it doesn't be hitting your heroes and taking them down so quick. But we do have a poison spell to the top side. Hang on. This queen's ability has been forced. The multi is still there, which was overgrowth. So eventually he'll have to deal with that as well, as we still have quite a bit to push through on this backside.
Yeah, a couple of the troops just splitting a little bit there, which is never ideal because they're going to just get picked off after the town hall comes back alive. As we mentioned, the monolith, though, being down, that means he doesn't have any major damage around the town hall, but he's got to get to there first. Does have the freeze spell. He's holding on to the Royal Champion ability to try and save it for the town hall. A couple of Root Riders move across in order to help tank, and all is looking good for Einstein with the rocket spear to finish off here, Carbon.
Einstein delivers another 3-star for 6.
For every winner that
really anything. As what will he do in terms of the queen? Where is she going to be deployed? Looks near the town hall off to the right there, as the queen's going to slowly path her way in towards this multi-target inferno. We do have 2 super wall breakers to open up into the space here to get some nice access, as the flame flinger is off to the right. You do have to be careful with that mortar, but you can drop some barbarians to try to distract that.
Yeah, he's just keeping an eye here. As soon as the flinger goes to move, just watch a couple of seconds before, or not even a couple of seconds there, just as it's about to move. Barbarian moves in to tank that mortar. Queen taking a lot of damage by the town hall, though, Carbon. Yeah,
her ability was forced. The double expos being raged up did so much damage onto this queen. Didn't see that, but he does now invest that invisibility spell, and the skeletons are moving off to the flame flinger. He sees that, drops a few archers, able to clear that. Town hall has gone down, but as he continues this push in, he will eventually lure out that clan castle. But it's nice that this tornado traps, but the queen, if there's a few Redditor bumps, Judo, there's got to be more.
There does. I mean, his healers are down. He's not committing any more spells to her at this stage. No. Did he want that multi from the queen? Did he not? I guess we'll find out, because the lava loon is now pushing in. I think he committed just way too much to his queen, that he needs to keep spells for the lava loon portion. And let's remember, he has to 3-star here, so he's got to put it all on the line.
He is going, as the king unfortunately has died off. He did come back with that Phoenix, trying to get a little bit extra value, but he is now down. Continuing this Lalo in towards the Milef, into the core, as we do have the ice golems dying off here and freezing everything in the middle, but the Milef, the scatter, so much still left on the bottom side. These balloons are disappearing, and Mark and Synchronic are going to be adding another defense to their side, which means that this will put Temper and Millesime MG to 11 stars. So all General X will have to do is get a single 1-star to claim victory.
That is all he will have to do, and it does put their team in a very confident position moving through to match number 3 today, the grand final. Well, We didn't expect that. I feel like...
Been voted MVP for is that 1 star. We've got 28 balloons. We've got an Earthquake in the mix as well with that Rocket Spear, starting off with the Baby Dragon. Skeleton Spell onto the Ricochet Cannon so that the King doesn't get hit. Moves his way in with that Wall Breaker, but the Queen's also being deployed to this bottom side. She can path her way into the Eagle since it's exposed to the bottom side. Reach over that wall, and there's the Earthquake boost from this King, and to clear the enemy Queen and continue to get some nice value.
Yeah, nice job pushing in from the King there. We see the Royal Champion used now just in support of the Archer Queen as she's taking down some of the defenses down to that area. Keeping an eye on the percent, we're already up to close to 30, so we're getting closer to that 1 star. But notice the pathing he's carving here to be able to move towards the center of the base, ready for his Lalo.
That Royal Champion got so much value there from the Rocket Spear, looking great as she continues to get some extra value, but this is where he can invest that Blimp with a raged up Yetis that may potentially come out of that to help grab the Town Hall as he's looking to Lalo around this base, slowly but surely taking out the multi-arch tower. And here we go. We got a handful of balloons coming into the scatter to the left. We got a Lava Hound to the right with that Grand Warden, and I love how he dropped the balloons in different spots so the scatter shot doesn't hit them all at once.
Exactly. He wanted that with the Royal Champion. Once they're into the dead zone of the scatter shot, they will take that down. Blimp does secure the Town Hall as expected. Now we have the Lalo moving around. 1 minute and 30 remaining. Percentage climbing. They've got the victory, but can he get the 3-star Carbon?
He's continuing. That Queen's on the bottom side, making his way around. He's shaking his head. He's liking it. He's got a path into the multi, and he does just that. The scatter shot's still remaining, so he invests the freeze, pushing his way around, and General X not only gets the 1 star that was required, he delivers the 3-star and gives the bow to the crowd. General X, well done right there at Synchronic, putting up 14 stars. Yeah,
at the match.